Hey, we're back at the top again today with another type to check off the type chart checklist. Now, this series tries to take the remaining unused type combinations to create new concepts for said combinations. So today, we'll continue this idea and create a concept with its own origins, stats, moves, design, and potential builds for the upcoming Generation 8 games. This is the 7th video in the series, so if you missed the other video, something must have been bugging you. But we have to begin. Like right now, because we have 38 videos remaining. But before we get started, remember, if you want to see this video hit the top, go ahead and hit the like button as high as it can go, and don't forget to vote for your favorite type that we will be covering in the future. But with that, we can dive into our 7th new typing, the Bug and Dragon type. I don't mean to bug you with the same information, but I'll be dragging it out anyway. We'll cover the concept and biology before covering the competitive aspects. Now, this type combination of Dragon Bug has had two great options for its first use, being Flygon and Nyan Mega. But they decided to throw that idea into a Bug Zapper, so we need a decent showing from this type, which I believe we do. This design, designed by Cerubel and redrawn by Fairgon, shows what a Dragon-type bug would look like, and plus it is also a pseudo-legendary. The name Wyvern originates from the two words hive and wyvern. According to the artist, this Pokemon was inspired by pillbugs, dragonflies, and, oddly enough, the Jabberwocky and Caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. It also says that this Pokemon beats its wings at an incredible speed, creating sonic blasts on takeoff. They weaken their prey by swooping down and spitting acid that can eat through steel. That description alone should be telling on what we should do with its competitive aspects. For the shiny hunters, looking to get another great shiny, I'll be using many different dragonflies to change its color. Mainly the red dragonfly to give it the red color, though it does keep the poisonous green color to keep the theme intact. Like I said prior, this Pokemon is supposed to be a pseudo-legendary, which means its base stat total needs to be base 600. But the problem with creating a balanced pseudo-legendary is balancing out its stats. But with 600 base, that's kinda hard to do. Just check them out. Its attacking stats are off the charts with base 112 attack, 108 special attack, and 135 speed. But I have to make up for that with lackluster defensive stats, where it starts with base 75 HP, 75 defense, and base 95 special defense. I hope that balances out a lot better. For its abilities, it's kinda hard to pick, so I went with the more generic abilities such as Swarm and Wonderskin. But as for its hidden ability, well, its venom can eat through steel, so I really feel like corrosion would be the best. That is, if it ever got reworked, so steel wasn't immune to poison attacks. And for the available moves, we'll begin with the level up moveset where it has a lot at its disposal, such as First Impression, Bug Buzz, Dragon Pulse, Outrage, Gunk Shot, Glare, and Tail Glow. For TMs, it's more the same, where it gets access to Dragon Claw, Roost, Leech Life, Sludge Wave, Rock Slide, and Dark Pulse. That is a lot at its disposal. I just hope I didn't break it. We get into the movesets now, and after I built these, I kinda get how it can be balanced. The abilities aren't really the best, so it does balance it out between the stats, abilities, and moves. But if we hop into the first set, where we are running choice specs, it might be scary looking on paper, but in the battlefield, it's a whole nother story. Alongside the choice specs, we have the ability of Wonderskin, and the moves Dragon Pulse, Bug Buzz, Sludge Wave, and Dark Pulse. Why I have Wonderskin instead of Corrosion? Well, that's mainly because you don't want to get stopped by a status move, such as Thunder Wave. We're running max speed and max special attack since this Pokemon is fast anyway, so it can afford not to have any other help. For the physically offensive option, we're holding the Life Orb, but we do have Corrosion this time to make sure Steel types can't hold us back. We have the moves X-Scissor, Outrage, Gunk Shot, and Rock Slide. The stat spread is pretty generic as it's max attack, max speed, because that's pretty much all you need. It's a really cut and dry set, so there's nothing really else to it. The last setup is probably the reason this Pokemon would be very powerful. Tail Glow. Holding the leftovers for a recovery, it's not bulky enough to run Roost. We return with the ability of Wonderskin to protect it from status moves. You can either run a Corrosion or Wonderskin though, whichever you like. But after you use Tail Glow, you have access to such moves as Bug Buzz, Dragon Pulse, and to make sure you can't get walled out by Steel or Fairy types, Sludge Wave, depending on your ability of course. It's a powerful Pokemon, but if you cripple it with status moves or priority, you'll slow it in its tracks. But with that is our 7th Pokemon we have built for Generation 8. What are your opinions on this Pokemon? Will this Pokemon be viable in competitive battles? Do I have bad ideas when it comes to Pokemon? I would like to hear your opinion. Not only that, but we're 7 down and 37 more unused type combinations left. So using this type chart, which type combination should be featured in the next video later on down the line? Let me know in the card, in the corner, and in the comments section below. And if you're hyped for that and want to stick around, propel the like button to the top and subscribe to start the climb today. With that, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you back at the top later on because that's how we do it! Hey Genius, you just had a rebrand with a new name. You don't even have your updated outro yet. Why are you using the old one? Oh, yeah, that's right. This video concept is 4 months old.